You are the salt of the earth, and you are the light of the world. You know, salt and light in and of themselves is not where their greatest value is. It's their greatest value is when they are added to something else. For example, salt. I mean, salt on its own, you can't eat salt on its own. I mean, maybe you could, but when just a little bit of salt on food, and it adds great flavor to the food. A little bit more, and you can pickle it or preserve that food. So it has preservative engine. But too much of it will destroy the food, and it will be of no use. Again, with light, it's light in itself is blinding. You can't see with total light. You need but yet in the midst of darkness, just a little bit of light shines enough for all to see. And it's this sense of not what it is, but what it can be for others, is the very point that Christ is trying to get across in the gospel about discipleship. He calls them the light in the world, that they're called to share what they have with the world, sprinkle it around and add zest, to add flavor to the world. And much like the light, that they're not called to hold on to the light, but to shine the light for all to see, so that you can light in the darkened world. And this very theme of light is used over and over and over again in scriptures. And we heard in the first reading about how that light comes in the world when we do actions of goodness, feed the hungry and shelter the homeless or the unhoused. So you see, the Lord is trying to tell us it's not quite how much time, talent, or treasure we have, but it's how we use that time, talent, or treasure to add flavor to the whole world, to light the darkened world, to give meaning to the world, give joy to the world. Let me give you an example. For many years, this parish has been going down to Tijuana with a group called Basics. It's a collaboration among several different parishes here in San Jose. And I want to say it's been going down for maybe 16, 17 years or 18 years maybe. And you go down there and build homes and to improve the lives of others. Well, Joan Meebach and I went down to Tijuana on Friday for a day trip. I know, crazy, long day trip. Very long day trip. So we flew down to San Diego and then joined two other members of the Basic team, went across the border, and we met with the team on the other side, the parish at Immaculate Conception Parish. And we scouted the houses that we hope to build or to replace during the summer. And then at the end of it, we met with the pastor there, who's an American priest on assignment with the Oblates of Immaculate Mary. And Father Jesse, talk about a light on the hill to all nations. He and another priest, let me just give you some of the background from the parish. They have 2,600 parish families, which is about, in their number, about 12,000 active people. And they go to 9 different churches, and there's a minimum of 11 different Sunday masses, just the 2 priests, and they are in 7 different churches all around Tijuana. They have, I think, 260 in the high school youth group, and I think over 2,000 in the catechetics program. Their program is massive, and it's built on a hill at different levels, and this parish and the people who've been going down there all these years have been building this parish up and out, and so it's been steps and bounds, and it slowly got bigger and bigger, and their vision of this pastor, Father Jesse, is just incredible. Talk about salt of the earth and light in the world. Now that's the light in the world. Now, we've been going down there, and we want to go down there again this summer, but that's the sort of stuff we ought to be doing. We've been so gifted. See, so part of it, the challenge for us as a parish, is that we've been blessed with so much, but the tendency is to just kind of hold on. We got to think it's going well. But we've got to share that light. We've got to share that salt with the world, not just with ourselves and our little own community. We should do that, but we have enough to share with the whole world, and certainly with Tijuana. We shouldn't be sending 20 down. We should be sending 200 missionaries down this summer. Why? Because we can. Because we ought to. Because we have the salt. We have the light, and we are called to share it. Because it gives value to all. If you see how those homes of devastating poverty, you can see what they're living in and how they're living, and you say to yourself, like, it's just not right that human beings, and they earn so little money that it's a vicious cycle of poverty. And we can help them. We don't have to give all our money away. We don't have to give all our time away. I'm not asking for that. But 1 week during the summer, it's not too much to ask. A couple of dollars to transform other person's lives. So that's what I mean about sharing our time, our talent, and our treasure. Now, this weekend, we begin our annual diocesan appeal. And I know that not everybody can go on a mission trip. I get that. Not everybody able to go. And maybe it's the time. Maybe it's the endurance. Whatever it is. But we can all participate in the annual diocesan appeal to help other parishes. And we're also partnering with a parish that's eerily similar to that parish in Tijuana. But it's in our own backyard. It's Christ the King. It has 11 masses on a Sunday. There are only 2 priests. And they're wanting to build an extension to their rectory so they can house the 3rd priest so they can take some relief. But we can't give to them until we've already given to the annual diocesan. We've met our goal. So we're asking them, we're asking you to get involved. It's time that we share the gifts that we've got. We have such precious gifts of time, of talent, and of treasure. But we're called to share it with the world. To put that light on a lampstand so all can see. To be the salt of the earth so that we can add zest and flavor to this world. So my friends, today as we celebrate so many things in the gift of our life. Among them, the scouts who also do so many activities here locally and build up the community around us. We're called to go one step further. We're called to share a little bit more of time, talent, and treasure in service, in action, and in kind. That's how we share the light of the world that is Christ. Christ the light.